Hi y'all, welcome. It's Brandy and welcome to my channel if you're new. On this channel I do tarot and oracle divination readings, and today we're going to be doing the Leo Wheel of the Year reading for 2021, year 5187, and we're going to jump right in. So before I start, I'm just going to anoint with my oil and talk a little bit as I go. I'm going to give you a general idea of what to expect with this reading. It is going to be long. Don't worry if you're one of those too long, didn't watch. I put it all down in the notes below for you, so you do not have to watch this whole thing just to get the messages if that's your style. And I am going to now open for sacred space, and that means I use a bell. So you might want to turn your headphones down for just a minute. Ready? Here we go. Yay! Okay, so what we are going to be doing today as I light my candle, the first thing I'm going to do for you is find you a crystal reading just to find out a general for the year, what crystals or stones you can work with that will be of benefit. And then, let me see. So this reading is going to be exceptionally long. This year I was pulled to use so many decks. It's a little bit crazy, I'm just saying. And a lot of the messages are redundant, but I think different people resonate with different images and things like that. So mine is not to edit, mine is just to give you the info. But it is longer than normal. If you are interested in a personalized Wheel of the Year reading, I do have those on my website, which you can find at brandyk.net. And let's see what else. So, first off is going to be your crystal reading. I have a tablet with notes here so that I don't lose my place, and also some of the cards I needed to look up. I have full transparency. I don't memorize all of these oracles. Some of them I need to read the oracles to find out what the messages are. We're going to start with a crystal read, and then your overall energy for the year, then an overall love, then finances and wealth, and then health. I am not clarifying any of those. Like I said, if you want something deeper, go ahead and let me know. That would be, you would have to order through the website. Then also challenge cards, and then your oracles. Now, one thing you won't see me doing today is shuffling. Normally I shuffle in front of you because I like to have that transparency. You can see how things fly out or not. It's too many cards. It's too many cards. So I'm just going to move my candle here because we need to get a little Palo Santo going. I shuffled it and I did your meditation and the whole bit, and I took notes on what I needed to before I even started. So some of them will be a surprise to me, and some of them won't. We're gonna see. All right, and here we go. Ready to go. Let's burn some stuff. How are you, Leo? There you go. A big whiff of that. Little Palo Santo for you. Little Palo Santo for me. Whew. Fantastic. Always clear the energy behind you. You know what I'm saying? Especially going into 2021. So I am just going to let that burn off, and we are going to jump right in with your crystal reading. Today I'm using my Peach Moonstone pendant. That is, pendulum rather. It is a pendant, but it's a pendulum. It looks like this. And this is great for abundance readings, for love and wealth and that sort of thing. And I thought for 2021, perfect pendulum choice. I have my small crystal tray here. As you can see, lots of things, and we're gonna see what it says about your chakras for the year and any and all crystals you might need. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in, and we are asking for, thank you for attending, they jumped right in and started. We are asking for, let me put this where you can kind of see it, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Ascendant Rising. Ooh, need some grounding work. Soul Star Chakra is being called. Let's look at crown chakra. Anything crown chakra energy? Might need to do, it's not blocked completely, but crown chakra energy. We're looking for a crystal for Leo for the year. Can I get a crystal for Leo for the year? Looks like your throat chakra is wide open. Let's move into heart chakra energy. Ooh, Leo. Leo needs some heart chakra work. Look at it, it's sad. Solar plexus. Look at your solar plexus. Oh, I'm gonna tell you that your solar plexus is blocked, my Leo friends. You not feeling powerful? Did 2020 take your power away from you? Yeah. Doesn't mean it's gone, it just means it's blocked, yeah? Okay, here we are moving into sacral chakra energy. I'm gonna be, yeah, see, Leo pretty much can't have their sacral chakra blocked. They're all fire. But it does look like not as strong as you would want for your fire energy to be all out and about. Ooh, Earth Star Chakra. Better. Earth Star Chakra is good. So you do need some grounding work in that root star, but your Earth Star Chakra is fantastic. Root chakra energy is a little bit weak, not as grounded as you would like, and that has a lot, you know what, that solar plexus really takes a lot out of you when it's not quite where you want it to be. Let's just double check. I just want to double check again. Look at that dead stop. This is a dead stop over solar plexus energy. I might be able to show this to you. Let me just show this to you in case you don't believe me. This is citrine and yellow aventurine that I'm over, which are really strong solar plexus. It's dead. It's like just dead. It's like not even going. And then watch, when I move it up here to your soul star chakra energy, watch. Crown chakra energy, nice and open. Can you see that? Right over that purple section. And then right as we move into solar plexus, boom. Look at that. That's craziness. So right from the beginning, I know that you need to be working on your solar plexus, your personal power. I got 2 different stones. I'm just going to double check them again. Let me just double check here. We're going to go, can I get a crystal for Leo? Leo for 2021, please. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, hold on. Can I get a crystal for Leo to work with? Okay, you've got quite a few. Let me just see if I can pull any specific. This might take a second. Okay, that one's for sure. Yep, okay. You got some work to do this year, Leo. It's not a problem. Leo. And I think it all kind of goes together. Okay, so here's what I got. I got 4 different stones for you. Okay, the first one out was my Metatron cube, which is made with scolecite. Okay, scolecite is a soul star chakra energy, and Metatron's cube means that you have angels that are trying to talk to you, trying to get in touch with you, which honestly, I don't completely remember all of your oracles and your work, but I feel pretty strongly that you had a message or 2 about angels trying to work with you, trying to connect with you. So step into that energy, especially if you can work with a Metatron's cube. If you haven't learned about Metatron, he is the scribe of the angels. He's kind of like the big head honcho archangel. He's the only archangel whose last name doesn't end in L, like think Uriel, Gabrielle, Samael, Suriel, they all end in L except for Metatron. So you have some serious messages from your angels that aren't getting through. Scolasite can help with that in kind of a gentle fashion, and it is a definite connection to that soul chakra energy. And I mean, if you look at this is a 3D version of that. You can see, right? To use in your meditations. Now, you also got hematite, which everybody likes, is a big, shiny, pretty, metallic looking stone. Hematite is super grounding, but it connects with your upper chakras. So it's not just it's not grounding in that sense. And so those two together might work for you. What I mean by grounded in that sense, I mean, it's not grounded in a root chakra, earth star chakra sense, but it's heavier. So you don't float up into the heavens, as it were. It's also extremely protective. Extremely protective. Not as much as obsidian, jet, or black tourmaline, but it's up there, okay? So you might be feeling like you need some protection this year, my Leos. In a lot of different ways. The hematite will help you feel protected when working with spirit, when working with your angels and stepping into that energy so that you feel confident in it. You also got rutilated quartz. Now, I haven't had this many stones for readings recently, so it's really interesting how many you've gotten. And rutilated quartz and yellow aventurine, which was a huge pull. These two are solar plexus energy, okay? Rutilated quartz is an amplifier and also allows energies in with that gold energy, that solar plexus yellowy gold color. So they want you to amplify your personal power. Yellow aventurine is all about stepping into personal power. Those two crystals together, yellow aventurine is about growing your solar plexus energy, which you're gonna find that energy 2 fingertips above. Here's your belly button, 2 fingertips above, right there is where you want to see that gold vortex working and growing and expanding. And when you do that, also expand your root chakra so that you're balanced. And you can pull down through that Leo passionate sacral chakra energy, and all of that will grow your personal power. So using the rutilated quartz, meditating with that will amplify all of those energies in a beautiful, passionate, warm kind of way. You might just be feeling like you need that after the last year. Now, remember, you don't have to go buy a bunch of stuff. If you're not in a position to buy those things and you're watching this on a device where you can take screenshots, just look them up, take a screenshot, hold that in the palm of your hand, or look at it when you're going to meditate, and that will work. It's not as strong as the actual crystal, but the methods still work, okay? So just so you are aware of that. Okay, I'm gonna start going through here. See, I told you I have notes. I'm gonna start going through your cards now, and we're gonna start with your overall energies. Let me write these down so it's in the notes below. And Scolasite, Metatron's cube. Okay, so I am using the Ethereal Visions for your overall energies today. And your overall energy for 2021, I mean, you couldn't get a better card. And it's a 10. What? What? Yes, Wheel of Fortune. It is, for me, this is a full year of good luck, gifts coming in, Jupiter on your side. It is a 10, so that is numerology number 1, which we love. We love that. It's fantastic. Overall energy for this year is just really, really positive. Wheel of Fortune is success, it's growth, it's luck and good fortune coming your direction. It's a full year of working with all of the moon's energies, so everything you want to manifest coming to you, everything you want to release with the moon's energies gets released in a positive way. It's just like this fantastic overall energy. Okay, now In love, a little bit not so good. I mean, not terrible, but it is a card in reverse, so that is a little bit not what people like to hear. But Page of Wands is not a terrible card, so we're not terribly concerned about it. Wands are fire energy, okay? So this is your energy when it comes to love. This card is, you know, feeling a little bit of loss, feeling a little pessimistic, okay? You might feel unfocused about what you want when it comes to love this year. That can be relationships with family, relationships with coworkers. It can be romantic love, love in general. If you are working towards letting go of your ego and stepping into agape or other forms of love, that can feel really uncertain in our society. But this card is part of what you are. It is a fire energy, so you're still going to have a great year with that. It's just a little bit unstable feeling. It feels a little immature. I would step into that. I wouldn't worry about it because it's still a fantastic situation. That fire energy for love when it comes to Leo, that's always good. It's just that Leo likes to kind of be a leader, and so you may not find that you're a leader this year when it comes to love. This year would be a really good year to look at the south area of your house, clear it out, smoke it out, get a bell, a drum, music, leave your windows open, anything you can do to purge the area of stagnant energies. You may have stuff in that area of your house you need to actually get rid of. They're saying purge material items. So how do you do that? You look up on your phone or you get a compass app, and you look up where the south area is on where you live. Could be just a room. It could be you can do it in your car. You can do it in your whole house and like in your yard. Depends on how many levels you want to go to clean this out. But when it comes to love, if you're looking for something in particular, cleaning the south area of your house is going to be very beneficial to Leo this year. Keeping it clean, keeping it open, that sort of thing. Now, when it comes to overall financial wealth and finances this year, really interesting because once again, Spirit gave you a Pentacles. What that says to me is they were right on track with what I was asking. And it's a Knight of Pentacles. So this is going to be a year of movement for you, okay? We like Earth energy, Pentacles energy when it comes to finances because that means that it's more stable than it's been. You can feel good about that. You can feel like things are moving in the right direction. The Knight energy is feeling prepared. It's being practical. Leo's going to be ambitious this year, but also practical about where their money goes. They're going to be looking at how things work financially. Really looking long game, okay? You're going to be able to feel very efficient with the money coming in. It's going to go where it needs to go. This is a card of movement. So if you have been feeling like your finances aren't going the way they need to go, you have control over where that car drives this year. It's your horse. You're the knight. So drive your horse where you want it to go. It's a really great year for you to be ambitious, as long as you maintain practicality. That's really what they're asking you to do. They don't want you to go fast and furious. They want you to move forward, but in a slow and steady kind of pace. Okay? Be prepared financially for any issues that might come up. Spend time on that. Make sure your goals align with your words this year. Now, last but not least was your overall health energy. And for that, you got the Lovers. So numerology number 6, when it comes to your health for the next year. Interesting card to get. Most people think this is all about like romance and things like that. It's not really. It's about decisions. So you need to know that you have choices this year and that things are going to be coming together for Leo health-wise. There's going to be unification of sources, unification of information, but you are going to have to make some big choices when it comes to your health this year. This can be a card that says people in your relationships and your life are going to be able to help you, but mostly it's you paying attention, making good choices, feeling like your health and the way you're living is harmonious to your goals in life. So for example, what does that mean? That means that if you have chosen to become a big bulked up guy, then you are choosing, then this whole year you're showing up at the gym, you're eating healthy, you're doing what you need to do mentally to prepare for that. It's a total harmony of sorts. What's another example? Another example would be if you have decided to get pregnant and so you look into vitamins that could help, or not supplements or foods. You change your diet to more organic things. You start to see a doctor to see what's going on. You get your hormones tested. All of those choices unify your decision. That's the kind of year you're going to be having when it comes to your overall health. Okay? Now we're going to talk about your challenge card for the year. Overall challenge for the card for the year is Ace of Wands. This is the Lost Hollow deck. This came flying out, so there's no question. Your fire energy is having some interesting adventures this year. This is you being challenged by inspiration, being challenged by creation and enthusiasm. It may be that you see a lot of potential, you feel creative, you see new endeavors, but for some reason you're having trouble going down those paths. This is just out of your reach for no real reason. This is your challenge. You're confused as to where the potential is. You can feel it. You're like, I know this is here. Why can't I grasp it? That's what this whole year is about. I think you'll find that there's a lot of messages about really seeing the truth for what it is, keeping your passion alive, stepping into that fire energy. That's your challenge this year. And again, it's an ace. So once again, we have numerology number 1 stepping up on the board. Okay, I saw a lot of 1s and a lot of 3s while doing this. So just so you're aware, I think that comes up a lot. I hate to be redundant, but it is how it is. So I'm going to get started with your oracles now. Okay, so the first one I have is your Dreamscape card, your dream oracle. And this one came up as the Shadow. And this card is all about allowing your childlike magic to flow into your life. The literal keywords for this are follow your dreams. And this can be letting your dreams speak to you. It can be working with astral travel. This year could be great for writing out your goals and, getting that book, what is it? Atomic Steps or something. It starts with atomic. Everybody's talking about it right now. It's all about baby steps towards your goals, right? This could be a great year for that energy. When this card comes up of the Shadow, Spirit wants you to use your time wisely. They want you to recognize that you have a whole year in front of you to do fantastic, amazing things. This is Leo stepping into Leo energy. Leo having fun with a capital F, right? This is a great year for you to recognize who you are and what you bring to the table. And I mean, what Leo brings to the table is pretty fantastic. Like, they're all just amazing. They're all just amazing, even when they don't recognize their own power. So step into that energy. This year can be a year where even though you have this challenge, that, I mean, overall, if you step into that, like, seriously, I can't get it up off the table. Here we go. Right? Right? So this is Leo having fun, dealing with the shadow work, but also stepping into the darkness. Leo always brings the fire. So they always bring light into the darkness. Always. They're not messing around. They're not this little tiny flame energy, right? So when you're working with your shadow, there's no fear there. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to step into your fun side. All right, so your animal, which is really interesting, is gazelle. And this fire element. So your element this year, Leo, is fire. They want you to step into that. That, when we were doing the crystals, like, you want to get that solar plexus going, light up your sacral chakra, and carry all that fire all the way up through yourself, kundalini energy, wrap it around yourself. You will feel such a difference. And it might be lacking for you because 2020 might have taken some of that fire energy out of you. They're like, no, step back into it. And Gazelle is this beautiful, wonderful card that it's kind of fantastic because this card literally wants to challenge you to become your best self. Gazelle is like spirit saying, hey, now is a time for action. Now is a time to change it up. The key words for this are being vulnerable, having heightened awareness, supreme ultimate grace, and just getting back to the present. The gazelle is always paying attention right now. They're not thinking 4 steps from now, because if they step forward, they might get eaten. I'm just saying. And if they stay in the past, they might get eaten. So gazelle is about being here now, paying attention, hearing the answers from your spirit, stepping into your creativity, stepping into that fire energy. What makes you passionate? Get it back on this year. Be vulnerable, step into it. It's a really fantastic energy. And so for this year, if you want to speak to your spirit guides, this may not be your spirit animal all the time, but for this coming year of 2021, gazelle is your spirit animal. If you want to talk to spirit, ask them to speak to you through gazelle. And these two work together. Okay, if you are interested in working with dreams and having spirit talk to you, have them come and speak to you through gazelle and through fire element. Okay, so candle magic is going to be your friend this year. Working with fire, working with ash, all of those sorts of things. Okay, now you had a couple of decks, you had 2 cards come up. So that means that for some of you, all of these messages might resonate. For some of you, only one or the other, okay? But there is a definite theme to some of these dual messages. Really interesting. So first out, for your white light oracle, you had Sovereign Queen Maeve come out, Mauve. And she is number 40, okay? And there's the card connection. And she's a goddess warrior. She was the queen of the Fae, and she's considered to be kind of just fearless, a guardian type. This card comes out when it is your turn to be like Queen Mauve. And again, I say her name different ways because there's different ways to say it, so I want to acknowledge all of them. I usually say Queen Maeve. She's all about being wild and determined. And if that isn't Leo energy, I don't know what is. But this is coming out and saying, now it's your turn. She's calling you to be wild and determined. I mean, look at that, right? Look at that. I mean, this could not be more Leo energy if you're asking my opinion, which clearly you're watching my channel, so you're asking my opinion. Anyway, it's time now to like step into this space. Let her allow you to feel confident. Let her stimulate your confidence, and then step into holding sacred space. No, like, sense your inner dignity and bring it forward. Hold sacred space for others, and like, let that fire nature of yours just come out. right? She will help you with that. One of the messages with this card is to remember, and as a Leo, this is really important. As the king of the jungle and the queen of fire, sovereignty is self-possession. So let that sink in. Sovereignty is self-possession. She will help you to find ecstasy, which is something that you need to do this year. She's going to let your fire nature rule and let everything else fall away. Okay? Make sure that you hold sacred space for others this year. That's going to be one of your gifts to be able to do. Then you also had number 6, which is Shekinah. And I may be saying this wrong because I don't speak Hebrew. And I found this card really interesting because the message when this card comes up is that it is safe for you to rely on spirit. And this word is, this word here, right here, is Hebrew, and it means the dwelling place of the divine. Okay? It's literally the embodiment of light. And with this card coming up, the message for you with this card is that you are a sacred change maker. You are a healer. This in the Kabbalah is the divine feminine, the sacred divine feminine in the ancient Jewish tradition in the Kabbalah. This is a card of your ego falling away and you embracing commitment, embracing action, embracing and commitment to yourself. Not just commitment to others, but commitment to yourself to step into your highest, best self this year. This is you walking the talk and fully engaging in being alive. Like, it's possible that 2020 kind of dampened who you are. This year, you shake that off Taylor Swift style, and maybe even The Rock doing Taylor Swift. You know, look up that lip sync if you haven't ever seen it, and shake it off. Step into who you are. This is divine embodiment. It is light coming in. It's fear being transformed. Like, instead of having hesitation or being afraid of what you need to step into, when this white light card comes up, this is more of a boldness. This is a trust. This is confidence. And not just in yourself, although it is in yourself. You embody that, but also in your higher self, in source, in your angels, in all things that are, you know, in God, in all things that are God, as it were. And you then step into this just infinite spirit and you become conscious of your heart energy, like being one with that. Right? It's just this amazing, beautiful energy. And so these are the two energies that you got for your white light oracle for this year. It's quite beautiful and strong. So strong. All right. Then you also had 2 cards come up for your Buddhist energies. And again, read together or separate. So the first one you got is a number 3, and it is the chakras and the 4 guardian angels. Call upon the guardians of our psychic energy. Okay, that's the card. There you go. You can read that. And what this card is this is the angels, the 4 guardian angels, Uriel, Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael, right? And they equal the Harukas. So in Buddhism, the angels they have representations also in Buddhism. Just go with it. And that's the Harukas that are there. Okay, and I may be saying that wrong. This is just, I have learned this only from reading. So if my pronunciations are wrong, that's why. So with this card, they just want you to become aware of the patterns that may be inhibiting you. Energetic patterns that may be inhibiting you from stepping into your best self. opening up and balancing all of your chakras and working with your angels and that moon energy. Look at, even that moon energy is there, right? Also, you got number 12, the ecstatic Dakini, lion-headed Simamuka, which is, I am saying that wrong, but I'm okay with it. Old age brings wisdom and fierce certainty. So here's that ecstasy again, right? This is a Buddhist version of the Hindu warrior goddess Durga. She's the queen of the matrikas. It's kind of, she's very similar to Sekhmet if you work with Egyptian magics, or the crone goddess if you work with Hecate, or any of those magics as well, the crone energy. So a lot of wisdom, beauty kind of fading away, ego fading away, and stepping into a stronger, more intelligent wisdom is going to benefit you this year. This is a protector deity. She's a Yidam. And when you have this ecstatic Dakini, is literally stepping out of the conventions of society, and look at that lion head for you, right? So with this card, what that is being completely here and now, calling yourself into the present moment and having a calm mind. She's not worried about what society says. She's not worried about what's coming because she trusts in the divine. I mean, she's a deity, so there's that. But also, she's protected, and she's just kind of learned that it's gonna be okay, so I don't have to worry, and I'm gonna step into who I am, and that's what this is about. And it's using ecstasy to get you there, not the drug, but actual like physical, personal ecstasy, joy, happiness, that kind of energy, meditating on that to move you forward, vibing with that crone essence, right? That's what this card is about. Just in case you thought it was ecstasy the drug, it is not. All right, for your Kitsune, you got 2, so many 2s. And you got number 23, which is born with a gift. This one is pretty straightforward, okay? I have a note on the other one, so let me just flip my page here. Okay, yeah, so not this one. This one was really straightforward. This is that you have been born with a gift, and you may have been feeling insignificant. You may have lost that feeling that what you have should be shared, or not feeling like, just not feeling it. Like I said, it's that dampened feeling, that weighed down feeling. This card, this Kitsune, is here to say, no, you are born with a gift. Expect this year for those gifts to be needed. You have a gift in your voice. You have a gift, multiple gifts. Expect them to need to be shared. Expect them to show up in a variety of ways this year. You've got Jupiter on your side as this year goes forward, obviously, with the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. So I am not surprised by this card, but what they're saying is that you may be trying to keep those energies at bay, and don't do that. Share it up, all the Leo, all the time this year. All right, now with this card, you have, it's the Healing with Beauty card, okay? It's number 13, and this is a really interesting card because this one is all about cherishing the moments, okay? There's gonna be a lot of moments of beauty in your life, and you need to appreciate the loveliness that is around you this next year. Look for the loveliness. Look for the beauty. And this is not just being grateful, although gratitude is, you know, we all, that's good. It's not just about that, okay? It's, in order to be grateful for things, you have to be able to see them. And so in order to increase your gratitude, which is going to raise your vibe, you don't wait for it to show up and be like, oh, right, I'm totally grateful for that. Don't sit there once a day and write a gratitude journal of 5 things and have that be all, even though that's a good start. Look for it constantly. Ask to be shown all the time. Look for lovely things. So when it rains and it's gray out and it's nasty, look for what it's washing away. Look for the smell and think about what's beautiful about it, right? This is you looking for sanctity in everyday life. And that is going to alter your year in so many ways. Okay? All right, then your Magick card was Higher Self. This is a really interesting card. So, working with Magick this year, your message here is literally this: an eternal, omnipotent, conscious, and intelligent being who is one's true self. Let me read this. Live a life under guidance of your higher self. Raise your vibe. This is literally what this card means. And then some of the keywords, this is you getting, it's totally you just getting in touch with your higher self. Some of the keywords, okay. Remember, wisdom, growth, morality, experience, lessons, connection, authenticity, forgiveness, trust, the now, capital N, lessons, connection, forgiveness, I think I said those, and then your own truth will inspire action. Your own truth will inspire action. It's kind of an intense card. Like your higher self has some things that they want you to remember. All right. All right, so I don't actually need my notes anymore, but I still have some oracles for you. So bear with. If you've made it this far, congratulations, because we haven't even gotten to your 12 tarot cards for the year. Spirit has a lot of messages this year. So here are some of your other cards. Okay, Starseed messages, you got 2. The first one, the word is strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Okay. I don't know where I'm putting these when I'm done with them. I'll put them up there. All right. Then you got another one. Observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. For your flower this year, you got jonquil, which are these beautiful, fragile, yellow flowers. They don't last very long when they bloom, but they smell amazing. They're used in perfume all the time. And honestly, they remind me of lions. So I thought that was amazing. I looked at it and I was like, for some reason this reminds me of lions. Your word is power. And the message is take hold of what you know is yours. Your healing cards. We're still going, you. You got 1. And it is a number 4, and it's sexuality, which is the same card that came up for Aries. Really interesting, because this is sacral chakra energy coming up, right? And Kundalini, you've got that snake there. Kundalini energy. Sexuality is not just about the sex act. This is also about stepping into what makes you feel like a sexual being, like embracing that. Leo, man, they can be unbelievably sexual creatures without even trying. Like they're just the way they look, right? So if that is you and you have not been paying attention to the way you look or how it makes you feel, step into that. This is also wearing fire colors for you, or the colors that you really like are going to be fantastic. This is also your energy, right? If you're a feminine person, stepping into that feminine energy, and if you're a masculine person, stepping into that masculine energy, really feeding into the sexual energy. This can also be, checking into what baggage you carry involving sexuality. Like, do you have shame or guilt or other baggage? If you're working on gender work, This is stepping into working harder on that, really looking at it, spending the year deciphering and working through shadow work involving your gender work. If you identify in one particular way, they really want you to embrace that this year, because how you walk through the world matters, and you should not be ashamed of that at all. You are worthy of walking through the way you are. And this card comes up, you see how she's looking over her shoulder? Like, yeah, it's all beautiful and you can see her little rear end sticking out there, right? But what it is she's about to walk through, like every time you walk through a situation, there's a possibility for a change, but she's looking backwards. She's not looking forwards. She's not embracing who she is and walking through like, I own the place. And she should be. And that's what they want you to step into. Your healing involves stepping into what makes you a sexual being. Some of that is that solar plexus energy, that self-power that you've kind of given away. Take it back, help it grow, get that Kundalini energy going. Leo needs to step into that. That's all I'm saying. All right. And for your... Okay, most of these are surprises to me. For your shadow work, you got Caradwen. Now, I don't really like working with Caradwen. If you want to work with Magics with Caradwen, this green color and this purple color are colors that are known for working with Caradwen. So if you like doing goddess work to work through shadow, those are great colors. You can start with Caradwen during Imbolc if you want. I usually suggest Samhain, but that's a long time to get prepared for working with her. Her work is to remove the fog so that you can see clearly. It is to remove, kind of remove the steam over your cauldron, as it were, so that you can see how things are cooking. That's one way to look at it. But to remove the fog. So she takes you through the forest when you can't see. When you're not sure how to get to that wheel of fortune that we had at the beginning, when you feel that potential, you feel that creative spirit, you feel that passion, you want to grab a hold of this wand, and your challenge is that you can't, you're having trouble with it, Caradwen can remove that fog and make this very straightforward for you. Okay? She doesn't ask for much in return. Acknowledgement is good, gratitude is good, but she's no joke either. Very, very powerful, especially as a shadow archetype, but that's your shadow archetype for the year, okay? There will be some fog, you will have some challenges with that. You have a couple of just straightforward messages. So, this is a number 31, love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And one of the things about this card is that the love is coming to her and she's also spreading it out. So it's just a loop of fantasticness. And then you have two of these cards came out. Number 25, which is learning. This card is all about getting back in touch with childlike energies, finding fascination with every little thing, and relearning things. So stepping into an energy, even if you think you know something, stepping into what does it mean to relearn it? What does it mean if you don't really know it? Like if we don't really know anything and we have to go back to it, what does that mean? And if there are things this year that you've always wanted to do or always wanted to learn about or read about, like, go do that. This is a good year for that. This is a good year to remind yourself of what it's like to be a child and how to have fun. Leo needs to have fun this year. Then you got number 26, which is hidden blessings. And this card is all about the miracles of things that are hidden and looking for the beauty, looking for the sanctity, looking for the blessings, okay? That's going to be something that will behoove you this year. Your new moon message, now this is a message you can use, a mantra you can use at every new moon if you would like, or just for the next one coming up. It's up to you. Your message is healed light, number 29. So this is an 11. Intention. The light in me sees the light in others and connects with them there, raising the frequency of the planet toward universal healing. As the light in me heals and emerges, it naturally seeks and exalts the light in all who surround me. This process is my service to the planet. And your stone is scolasite. How crazy is that? That's this one. Okay? In case you're not sure. And your essential oil to use is blue tansy. This is so in line with that white light oracle. I just can't handle it. That's craziness. These I haven't seen, so I'm just as excited as you are. Okay, and then for your chakra overall for this next year, you got number 27, which is a 9. Psychic development. This is that third eye chakra, that deep blue, and this is bringing it to yourself. Okay? Really want to meditate this year and open up that third eye. That's going to be where your vibe is at. So when you're not sure which chakra to handle, either choose that yellow solar chakra energy, which seems to be completely blocked, or step into your psychic development this year. It's a great year for you to learn how to do that. Okay? And we've got 2 more before I start your tarot. And I have the Karma deck, which let me show you that. Looks like this. Okay. These read very interesting. These are not for me to interpret at all. I'm going to give you a planet, a sign, and a house, and then I'm going to read to you what it says, the actions you should take. So that's what we're going to do. Okay? So for your planet, you got moon energy, moon. For your sign, you got Aries, moon in Aries. And for your house, you got in the 9th house. And I'm gonna stop this and start it. Okay, so I'm gonna read these to you. Spiritual in order to nurture your spiritual self. Here is your message. Defend your willpower as if it, or they, came from all there is. Defend your willpower as if it came from all there is. For your mental nurturing, your intellect and your mental stability and happiness and healthiness, your message is accept what you think you know about the philosophies and laws involved. Accept what you think you know about the philosophies and laws involved. And then for your physical well-being, your physical nurturing, your physical body, your message is let your feelings tell you how to do it your own way, and do it in a big way. Let your feelings tell you how to do it your own way, and do it in a big way. And those are yours to interpret, not mine. Last but not least, before we start your 12 months, I have a Dragonfae card for you, Oracle of the Dragonfae. Now, this had really good information, and so I want to actually read a bunch of it to you, so stick with me if you can. You got Nimue, which I love this card. I love this card. And her message is seek the counsel of crystals. But there's a little bit more to it. And she's crazy strong, and I just love it, so I want to read it to you because she has a direct message in the book, okay? And she is Nimue. She is, her father was Dragonfae and her mother was human, okay? So she is, she dwells in the Avalonian priesthood of the lake. But then she also spends time on her own in the woods. Okay, so she's kind of a bridge between worlds, between portals, and she uses crystals to bridge those things, right? So using crystals this year will benefit you a lot. Here is what she says in this. I'm just going to read this to you, okay? Between my two hands lies the power of all that is, the connections between the earth and the stars. Are you courageous enough to declare your desire? I can create, but I will not be brought forth when you do not have the fortitude to commit to your change. Make a commitment to thy own self now. Be who you truly are. You are worth this trust, this pledge, this courage. You must have these things to birth your own changing self. For I am gentle, but I have no more time to spend if you wish to waste the jewels life has given you. Only you can say, walk forth into your new self with me as a guide and light, with transformation as your nature, with your incarnation without material death as your truth. Do this with me. Bless thyself, love thyself. Know that you are beyond your own imaginings. Act this day, this hour, this minute, and change will flow. Do not hesitate. Be transformed now. Awesome. All right, so the divination with this is working with crystals to create change. Do not procrastinate changing yourself. Bring focus to your work. Wear talismanic jewelry. Separate yourself from the mainstream for a time to be truly who you are and for your work to have its own unique energy. Make the change you want to see in your life immediately. Don't waste your precious time. Start now. It is time for you to free yourself from the confines of others' expectations and investigate other less conventional ways of making a living. Stop expecting others to unshackle the chains and force you to walk free. You and only you can remove what is holding you back. Look at this beautiful energy. And honestly, like, I don't know, there's something about this card that screams Leo energy to me. It might be these colors or how this dragon is around her head or just her whole presence is like big and bold. And I was called to read that to you, and so I have. All right. Here we go. I have all your cards. Are you ready to dive in? As if that wasn't enough information. I know. I'm sorry. I just do what I'm told. So, here we go. We're going to dive in. So, here are your energies for the next year. Starting with January, you have the Eight of Pentacles. This is a fantastic energy to start the year with. Eight of Pentacles is, it's earth energy. It's really good financial situation, but also being very focused on your work. Having a lot of things behind you, feeling very concentrated, very focused, very creative. The Eight of Pentacles energy is interesting because it means that you're already doing pretty well. You have gifts coming towards you that you're kind of ignoring. They're going to come on their own. Don't worry about it. And you're very focused on a particular type of work or making sure that you have money coming in and that sort of energy, making sure that things are okay. Just be careful because with the Eight of Pentacles, you can get too focused over here and you can miss the good over here. It's going to be there anyway, you know? It is. It's solid. It's earth energy. It's not going anywhere. But you want to be careful you don't over-focus. This is also because it is a hare and it is rabbit energy. If your focus this year involves fertility, it may cost you a little bit. Could cost you time, could cost you real money, but it's still a positive in that area. So you might want to know that. Creativity takes a jump in January. Focus is good. You're starting off a new year. It makes total sense. Followed by the Chariot in February. So this is Cancer energy. Okay? This is this is having to make some choices. This is deciding which road you want to go down, knowing exactly what it is, and driving your car that way. This is you being large and in charge, right? That's this beautiful Chariot energy, really gets things done, really moves things forward. It does mean that there are some emotions that you need to worry about. There's some control of self that is going to need to happen, but overall a victorious month for you. You're feeling good, you're feeling confident. It's, you know, self-control, self-containment, stepping in, like I said, making your choices, feeling like you're in charge. I don't know, just kind of being motivated and feeling good about things. So January is very focused, and February feels kind of motivated. It feels good. It's not chaotic energy. It's not, oh my God, I have to get all the things done, right? It's not like that. It's just good, focused energy, feeling good. And that takes you into March with the Queen of Swords energy, which has some transformation about it. This is air energy coming to the forefront, so your communication is really good this month. Again, stepping into a month of confidence and assurance that wasn't there previously. You've been focused and working on things and feeling very creative, but your personal confidence, your personal assurance walking through the world, you know, you've been hiding it a little bit. By March, that changes. By March, you're going to step into this energy, so you can see that transformation with those butterflies there. This is you really being good about communication. Be careful in March, because the Queen of Swords can be a little bit of a bully if she doesn't get her way, or if she's not heard properly. She can be very cutting with her words. But with this card, with all of these butterflies, I feel like it's a more organized month for you. Your energies are kind of coming into play. Your words are making more sense to you. You're feeling more like yourself. Be aware of your communication this month, right? You really want to pay attention to that. Don't mind me. I'm just readjusting. I sit on the floor for these, as everybody knows. Overall, a good, positive month, right? Heading into April, back in balance. My Leos are finding their path. 2 of Pentacles. So whatever you're manifesting, expect April to be a month of gifts. Jupiter is very giving this month. Expect the universe to step in and be like, oh, absolutely. You have things you wanted that you were thinking about, that you've been manifesting. Here you go. There they are for you. Your prayers up here answered. It might not come out the way you think it's going to, though. Just be aware of that. Also, 2 of Pentacles, a lot of rabbits right here. So April could very well be a very strong fertility month for you. Just handle that the way you like. If you want it to be that way, more power to you. And if you don't want it to be that way, more power to you. April is you stepping back into balance, though. You get back on 2 feet, feeling really good about stuff. There's still some serious change happening here, though. These 4 months going into the year, these next 4 months, a lot of transition, a lot of change. I think maybe some serious shadow work going on, and some change in your environment as well. Okay? A lot of change in your environment. It's not a bad thing. It's positive. It moves you in the right direction. I'm not sure how you feel about it. Some of it is fast moving energy in April, but the rest of it's kind of slow and steady, and it doesn't feel too bad. It's not too unstable. Now, that said, you move into May and you have the 2 of Swords in reverse. So back to that air energy coming in. Okay. Now, this is really interesting, because the 2 of Swords in reverse is, you know, feeling a bit overwhelmed, feeling like you've got some conflict going on, wanting to block yourself, not wanting to address things, covering things up, not wanting to make big important decisions, probably because a couple months ago you had that Chariot. You've already made some decisions this year and you're kind of over it. You're like, can't these things just work themselves out? This is a good month for you to just face those fears and recognize that they're not all encompassing. Overwhelm happens to everyone. There's an increase in work, words coming at you, a lot of words. Just take them one step at a time. Baby steps this month with things like text messages, phone calls, Zoom calls, meetings, all that. There's a lot of words. Like, they're just throwing words at me. This is a good month to slow down how much you're on social media. It's a good month to recognize that you don't actually have things to fear, okay? Like, it's in reverse. So these conflicts, these fears, you're deliberately covering up your eyes. You have to work to hold those swords there. This would be a good month for you to step into your personal power and just be like, I don't have to be that way. Fear the things you need to fear. Don't let it rule, okay? But it is a little bit of a rough month for you. Right after that, you've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So not feeling good about work, not feeling good about how things are going with other people. This is turning a little bit on your head. It's collaborations not quite going the way you think they're going to. Having some competition, or just feeling like whatever this conflict is here, this could be with a person, an air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy coming in and kind of causing a conflict. And then you over here in in June just being like, you know what? I'm not good with that. I don't like this competition. You're kind of making things not harmonious. I don't really like it. Perfectly fine to step away from that. Just do it in a subtle fashion, the way an earth energy would. Not like Virgo, but you know what I mean? Like, Virgo is a cut and run type. But you might want to step away from that conflict. This also could just be a month where this stuff that was overwhelming you and these fears in April that were coming forward, making you feel kind of stagnant. They're making you feel like you don't really want them around. This could be a little bit of a withdrawal this month. Just don't worry about it. Like, everything ebbs and flows. This is not a month for you to feel like gung-ho and fantastic. You're about halfway through the year. You start to look back and think, the beginning of my year was so great. WTF is going on? Why is it like this? That's you just re-looking at things, re-looking at where your focus is going, looking at how, like, what's going on with your job. It's okay. It's a time of introspection at this point. Now you go into July and you step into a whole nother energy. I mean, this is a big shift. I can feel it up the back of my spine. It's huge. Wow. Okay. And I'm going to show you, because you go from teeny rabbits, you know, upside down and timid. Rabbits are a little bit scaredy, you know, to the Emperor. And this is a stag. This guy is not messing around. He takes over the whole card. He is at the beginning of the tarot, right? The Emperor, very powerful. This is a card of Aries energy, so there's a lot of power here. This is a card of success. You go into July with that male energy, that fire energy. Everybody's got a yin-yang inside of them. This is that yang energy coming out, taking charge, large and in charge, stepping. Ooh, whoo! I feel all poofed up. It's like fantastic. And it might be that these last 2 months you've been dealing with some stuff and you're like, you know what? Done. I'm going back to being in charge because I like it better. And this card is all about a month of pure domination. Now, that could be a little bit of a sexual energy. I'm going to be honest. This could be like, you could have some fun with that. Like, if that's your thing, yay. That's going to work out for you. That's all I'm saying. But this is you, pure domination as you step in. And it's a really, really successful month for you. This energy is success. Okay? That's what the Emperor is all about. He's all about being a leader, being protective, providing for things. That's the energy that you're going to step into. Now, the next month you have the Hangman right side up. So be careful. Okay? This is August energy. This is going to start heading into Leo's birthday, right? Leo's birthday. Don't get in your own way this month, crazy Leo, trying to get in his own way, okay? Now, the Hanged Man is Neptune, so check out what Neptune's doing in your astrological chart in August. I have no idea. I don't really do that. But also, okay, remember that the Hanged Man was Odin. That's where the history of this comes from, is Odin was hung from the Tree of Life for 9 days. And in that period of time, he got all of the runes. He was given, like, the symbols for the runes. He drew all of them. So the Hanged Man can be you getting in your own way, but it's also a time of divine power. It's also a time where if you're paying attention, even though you're hanging upside down, you have a lot of control over how things go. That's why it's kind of about self-sabotage, because Odin could have just been hanging upside down and been miserable and, like, dead. But instead, he channeled some divine energy, like gods do, right? Right. Just go with it. So with this Hanged Man, okay, this is always indicating that it's time to end your old ways. It's time to release. So this is a period of sacrifice. It could be whatever has been going on previously, that you recognize that it's time to surrender some things, that you can't protect everyone, but also like what needs to be protected and what doesn't. This is a 4 and that's a 12. So I've got a 4, 4, 4 in front of me. Let me just check if I have any others that I need to notice. I've got a 2, 2 and a 12. So, okay. So just want to be careful this month. Want to get out of your own way. Don't want to sacrifice if you don't have to, but recognize some sacrifice is good. And then you head into September, which is the 6 of Pentacles, which is brilliant. We love the 6 of Pentacles. Heading back into that earth energy. Feeling stable again. Feeling good about how things are. Really enjoying just... September's just really good for you. It's a good, solid, positive energy. This is feeling very empathetic. This is having a lot of balance. This is feeling very charitable to all of humanity, and just an overall kind of smiley energy. It feels like this, right? It's like this. So whatever you've decided those past 2 months, that powerful energy, and then that energy where you get out of your own way as much as possible, whatever sacrifices you're making there to help protect yourself and others, to empower yourself and others, to really bring your light to the game of humanity, it just moves into this brilliant, brilliant energy. I mean, look, you even have a bridge here, right? It doesn't get more beautiful than that. So September's just fantastic. It's a subtle energy, but it's really stable. It's good financially. Yeah. So the power play that you make in July and the sacrifices you're making in August really play out for September. In October, you have the moon, but it's in reverse. So what that says to me is that there are going to be some serious secrets revealed. This could be a Pisces energy coming to play in your life, but whatever it is, this energy here is all about secrets being shown to you, illusions being things taken away. And it could be a bit of unhappiness for you for this month, just a general unhappiness, like you're not sure you wanted to know these secrets. You kind of turn off your intuition this month. You're kind of just in disbelief about how things are working out and what's going on. That's okay. Kind of getting yourself all curled up against the energies. Not sure that's where you want to play. You know, it's kind of like going out in the moonlight and being scared of things at night and deciding you're going to come out when it's daytime. You're going to come out when it's nice and safe. You're not sure that that's how that needs to be. It's totally fine. Take that time for yourself. October is a time for you to really, like, not be trusting things, not be okay with how those things are working. Don't let fear rule. You don't want to let fear rule the game. But being a little cynical or having a little disbelief or double checking what you're afraid of, that's really good for you this month. Like I said, nobody really wants to be out in the new moon, right? We don't want to be outside with that. We want to be out in the full moon when we can see as much as possible. That's kind of how you feel this month, okay? It's not a terrible thing, but there is some unhappiness, there is some fear. Write it, acknowledge it. It has to do with your shadow work, I think, in October. In November, you step into the Five of Pentacles. This is always a really interesting energy to me because Five of Pentacles is not realistic. The Five of Pentacles is someone that has a lot going on, but has a scarcity mindset. So they have enough money, but they don't think they do. They have plenty of food in their pantry and their cupboards and their fridge, but they don't want to cook anything, so they don't feel like they have any food, right? It's that kind of mindset when it's upright. Look at this card for a minute. Look at all the golden lights coming in, the gifts from above, and yes, it's happening during a rainstorm. So he's wet and sad and miserable and very Charlie Brown, right? But he's got money behind him. He's got money put away. But he feels like he's insecure. This could be poor health happening. Okay, you could feel not great this month. You could feel insecure. This is a card that sometimes makes you feel isolated, but look at how the angels are trying to talk to him. They're trying to reach him. All he has to do is look over here and see that the money is there. So this is a month of where I tell you how you feel this month is not reality. You're gonna feel it anyway. But how you feel this month in November, my Leos, is not reality. Okay? That's that look for the good that's gonna need to happen. Then, this is amazing. Then December 2021, you step into Ten of Cups energy. How perfect is this? Not only is it a 10, so it's an ending, but it's also a 1 because 1 plus 0 is 1, which is a beginning. Perfect for this month at the end of 2021. Then it's Cups energy, which is water energy. It's feeling all the feels. We love that for you because you're fire energy. Fire energy needs that water to show up every once in a while. And then to have it showing up right as you're getting ready to continue on to the next year, brilliant. And it's a 10 of Cups. It's all the things you've been waiting for in relationships, in family, in perfect time, showing up. The things that you've been working on this year, culminating in this fantastic energy. I couldn't have asked for a better energy. I mean, I really couldn't. 10 of Cups is love, it's family, it's just this really beautiful, I mean, it's usually shown with a rainbow over top of it because it's so fantastic. And this is your ending energy. So you start out with an 8 of Pentacles, which is pretty darn good, and you head into a 10 of Cups overall for the year. This means that you spend a lot of the year in major transformation, in major work, but overall really positive. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 months where you have some difficulty, you don't like what's going on. You have 2 other months where it's kind of a good and a bad month, right? Your perspective is really going to affect how your months go in there. And then the rest of these are really fantastic. I see a lot of transformation. I see a huge amount of transformation in here. Overall, a really beautiful energy. 10 of Cups is a success card. It is an ending in a beautiful way. That's usually a change in a relationship. So it's usually moving towards something deeper in a relationship. Could be multiple relationships. Could be a family change. Again, there's that pregnancy thing in January and April, and that, I'm just saying that heading into December could turn into a family situation. But yeah, so really just fantastic. And I mean, this overall is a fantastic energy. So this is your overall year read right here. That's pretty fantastic. I hope that this is helpful to you. It's a lot of information, and I hope that you can come back and revisit it. Remember that with a Wheel of the Year reading, you want to try and get them done twice a year, because your choices and your energies will shift within the next 6 full moons, and these things can change. But here's hoping I see you again next year at this time with new messages. Take care, my Leos. May you have many blessings. Aho, and so it is. Thank you for spending time with me.